It's February 2019. I am done with getting in my own way. I am so sick of me holding myself back. I know that I am not where I want to be, and I never will be where I want to be if I don't just show up every day and consistently execute. It's that simple. And the only person stopping me, the only single person stopping me is right here. So today I want to keep it real and really make a video for myself to address the number one thing that I have struggled with since day one of this entrepreneurial journey. Being a content creator is so much fun. It's the best thing that I have ever done, and I have absolutely no regrets, and I'm so thankful that this is what I do. But the thing that's really hard about it is sometimes it can feel like you put so much effort into creating content and like it doesn't matter. And especially as an entrepreneur, being that content creating is my business, it's the thing that I'm known for, it's the thing that I teach. When I feel doubtful about what I'm creating, that results in me stopping. Like I end up getting into a funk and I kind of just like, I stop creating for whatever reason. And it's not that I don't feel like what I am doing doesn't make an impact. I know that it does, you know, and I believe that even impact on one person is still significant. But when I am trying to build a business, when my livelihood depends on data, you know, trending upward and stuff like that, it's really hard to kind of be satisfied with results that aren't to the degree that I'm hoping for. When it really comes down to it, it's all self-doubt. And once I give in to just a little bit of uncertainty and self-doubt, that allows me to make excuses. All of a sudden, you know, oh, I'm too busy with client stuff. I'd rather work on this instead, you know, I'll just do this tomorrow because no one cares. And that's really annoying and frustrating because confidence is totally something that can come 100% internally. Like it's all just me holding myself back. That's why I want to make this video, because I know I'm going to hit this slump and this downward cycle and this self-doubt again. It's just my nature. It's just how I'm programmed. And I want to be able to just pull up this video and talk to myself and be like, yo, you're just in a certain kind of mindset. So I'm going to reason with you while I'm on the upward slope of this cycle so that hopefully you snap out of it as soon as possible and you get back to creating now. So Heather, first I'm going to reason with you because you're in a mindset. You're in some kind of space mentally, and I know you're going to want to hear it logically before people just start firing off suggestions about the kind of content that you can create. First, stop overthinking. I know that you are taking in data, you're taking in feedback, you're taking in comments, and you know, you're allowing that to really put a lot of weight on a single piece of content that you create. But straight up, this is the honest truth. It's just not enough data to make such a huge strategic decision like stopping to creating altogether. Just focus on doing your best, creating, posting, and showing up on social media consistently every single day, and your audience will eventually gravitate towards you. Number two, stop being so overly concerned of identifying the perfect target audience. One thing I always struggle with is I don't want to attract people who just want like the shortcuts or the growth hacks to getting a huge YouTube audience. You know, I don't want people who aren't willing to put in the hard work and stuff like that. And you know, that gets all up in my head. But really, with every piece of content that I put out, eventually the audience becomes self-selecting, because if people don't jive with my vibe, then they'll just unsubscribe. But the thing I want to compare it to for you, Heather, myself, is to think about all of the fitness, you know, personal brands in fitness that you follow, because I'm sure that they could say the same thing. They don't want people who want to take a diet pill. They don't want people who are looking to just like lose weight fast and all these shortcuts. They actually want to change people's lifestyles and make health and fitness a priority in their lives and make it be a life-changing thing. And that's not something that happens overnight. That's not something that happens because you finish a plan. It really has to permeate every single thing that these people do. And the way that the audience is selected is that they just keep putting out that content of them working out, of what they eat every day, so that people who are following them can see them actually doing the thing that they are selling. This is not a, lose weight fast situation. It's this takes hard work, this takes dedication, this takes commitment, but it is possible. They show the possibility by demonstrating it through the content that they create, and that's what you should be doing. That is what you can do. And fitness is an industry that's like one of the most saturated online. There are so many people doing fitness stuff compared to YouTube coaching or like content creating and new media branding and all the things that you specialize in. So if it's not stopping them in a super saturated market, what the heck is your excuse? Number 3, if you don't talk about what you do and what you sell, no one else will. And if this is truly your passion and you claim that you've dedicated your life to helping people share their stories and spark their potential, then this should be an easy thing to talk about. HeatherJustCreate. You see the pattern here? Number 4, stop getting caught up in strategically trying to provide value. With every single thing that I create, even a tiny little Instagram post, I always ask myself 10,000 times, is this helpful? Is this demonstrating the thing that I can help them with? Is this, showing what I do, and is this giving them a taste of what I sell and all that? And I just get so caught up in it. But really, the best thing that I could do is just be real and relatable. If I just tell it like it is, that's the best value I can provide. Number 5, Billy McFarland had no shame and continues to not have shame selling the Fire Festival. I just recently saw the Fire Festival documentary on Netflix, which is so fascinating. If you haven't had a chance, go check it out. But the thing that really stuck with me throughout that whole thing, there are a lot of great takeaways, especially if you're an entrepreneur, but the thing that really stuck with me was how Billy McFarland, the main guy behind the whole thing, had absolutely no shame in selling the Fire Festival when he knew for damn fact that shit was not gonna happen. He sold something that was fake all the way up until the very end. It just was this idea. It was all hype and people bought into it. I couldn't get over the fact that he had no shame in doing that, whereas I have the opposite problem. I have only shame for something that actually changes lives and actually provides value and is actually helpful and potentially life-changing and really does shift how people see themselves and how they can make an impact on the world and so on and so forth. And I'm just shamed. I shame myself to the point where I stop creating. And here's a guy who's like, I don't even have anything to sell and I'm gonna hype it up like crazy. And people just buy and chuck thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars at this thing. What the heck? Zero to YouTube Hero is a $200 course and I'm afraid. Oh my God, I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed with you, Heather. I am so annoyed with you. Number 6, you are not doing anything revolutionary. So put your pride aside. If that's what it is, put your pride aside, because what you are doing has already been done 10,000 times over. It's not rocket science. It's not this thing that has to be super hard. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. The cool part is that no one has done it the way that you can. That's the cool part. That's the fun part. Literally, you have nothing to lose at this point, so just have fun with it. Number 7, add 2 zeros. I feel like one of the things that I'm doing is I'm waiting for certain things to happen, or I'm waiting for myself to cross certain milestones before I really kick it into overdrive, which I want to turn that right back around at myself and be like, yo, how Is what you are doing going to change if you had 10,000 more subscribers, 100,000 more subscribers, 1,000,000 subscribers? Like, how does anything change? Nothing's supposed to change because this is just who you are. Like, this is naturally, intrinsically who you are. Of course, operationally, things might change, but at your core, like, you're always gonna be who you are. So what are you waiting for? Add 2 zeros to your numbers and show up like you already have the audience. And lastly, number 8, you cannot steer a parked car. It doesn't matter if you want to stick to the course or change course because there's no momentum there to help you shift directions anyways. Just focus on showing up. Get out of your head and show up every single day for a decent amount of time and then evaluate from there. All right, now I want to blast through some ideas for content if you are feeling stuck. Here is exactly what you can post about so that you are not sitting there twiddling your thumbs to the point where you end up not creating anything at all because it's so late in the day and you feel like it doesn't matter and da-di-da-di-da. Here's exactly what you can post if you do not know what kind of content to create. First, everything. Everything is part of the journey that you are documenting. And by documenting your journey, you're demonstrating the thing that you are selling. Number 2, share you. Your personality, your experience, your perspective, your lifestyle, your process, your methods. All of this allows your audience to hang out with you, to build a trust with you, to get to know you and connect with you and feel like they know you even though they've never met you. Number 3, show the struggle, because regardless of what people's goals are or what they're going through, people can relate to struggle. And this vlog is a perfect demonstration of you being able to show the struggle and how you overcome things. So definitely show the struggle, talk about the challenges that you're working through, talk about how you overcome them. 4, share your inspiration. What inspires you will probably inspire the people that are following you. So talk about the things that have an impact on you. How do they have an impact on you? Why do they have an impact on you? Number 5, show how easy it is. I mean, it's never been easier. Everyone has a phone in their pocket. There really is, you don't need a special degree. There's no requirements. There's no thing that you really have to pay for aside from like the actual tool and an internet connection. But other than that, anybody can create content. I just have to show people how easy it is. It goes back to like the fitness people. They don't just post photos of them like flexing. I mean, they do, that's part of it, but they also show videos of themselves working out. They show pictures of what they're eating. Like, they show the process, and it makes the audience feel like, hey, I can do that same workout. I can eat that same thing. I can have that same, I can attain that same goal. Number 6, going off of that, share the results. Share the testimonials, share how I make an impact, share how the thing that I'm selling makes an impact, share the comments, share the feedback. That's another huge thing that really establishes trust with your audience. Number 7, share the fun. At the end of the day, all of this is supposed to be fun, right? I mean, that's the whole reason I became an entrepreneur, is because I wanted to turn my passion into profit. Funness and happiness and positivity, like all those things are infectious. It doesn't matter what anyone else's goals are, what they're going through, or whether they plan to become entrepreneurs or content creators or not. I mean, that is something that people love seeing more of. So just, hey, I'm supposed to be having fun every single day doing this, then show that. And lastly, number 8, talk to you 3 years ago. Make the Instagram feed or the YouTube channel or the newsletter that you needed 3 years ago. There wasn't anyone who was quite like me. I think back to like Gary Vee and Casey Neistat. These are the 2 heroes of mine that really empowered me to even be on this journey in the first place. But first of all, obviously both of them are dudes. They are, a lot further along in their entrepreneurial journeys and their success and in their lives. I mean, both of them are dads and stuff like that. I want to create the feed that I could have truly resonated with 3 years ago. Just everything, the lifestyle, the motivation, the inspiration, the thing that, the goals, the things I want to do, the things I want to accomplish. That is what I want to create. And I can't create that if I don't show up every single day and create all the little pieces of content that when you zoom out, you see this beautiful, wonderful personal brand that all of those little things make up. So I know this video is a lot longer probably than most of my other videos, but Heather, in the future. I hope that when you watch this, you know, this was enough to get you out of that negative mind space that physiologically or, you know, chemically or whatever's happening up here is just going to naturally happen. And I hope you recognize that that's what it is. It's simply that. It's not any external factors. It's literally everything in your control. All you have to do is shift your mindset. You could totally do this. Not only have I rationalized and reasoned with you, but I've also given you a crap ton of suggestions on what kind of content to create. So go do your thing. Do not stop yourself. Do not be the reason why you never hit that next level. Like, how annoying is that going to be? Heather, just create more.